The universe of the imagination awaits you in Eyes of Amber, the Hugo Award-winning story of one Earthman trying to play a symphony of civilization to a distant, barbaric world. To Belle the cat. What happens to humans facing a true alien encounter when they have already become alienated from each other? View from a height. What do you do with the rest of your life when you're alone on a one-way journey to meet the universe? Media Man. In the precarious society of Heaven Belt, he sold dreams to a dying people, and he knew his career would be over the day he told them the truth. The Crystal Ship. The Starwell. Was it two races' chance for the future or a bottomless pit in which all hope must die? Tin Soldier. Can love really survive across the spaceways and down through time? Eyes of Amber and other stories. So, my daughter and I were coming home from a walk, crossing one of the fields up on High Side, when we saw a boy, no more than 10, crouched beside a bare mound of dirt. He held a magnifying glass in his hand, and I thought I knew exactly what he was doing. My daughter called out as we approached, "You aren't burning ants, are you?" But he didn't say anything. He merely looked up at us. He was holding the magnifying glass over one eye, which made it seem to bulge out. With his other hand, he made the shush sign. So we approached quietly. As we got near, I could smell burning, but I could see immediately that the boy hadn't been using his magnifying glass as a laser. No, it was a small thing, like an ant. It stood upright, and it wore a cape. It grasped an object at the end of one appendage. The object looked like a lantern. Sparks of light burst from the lantern, and these sparks, they burnt into an oncoming horde of real ants, regular red ants, pouring forth from the dirt mound. Looking more closely and farther up the mound, I saw more tiny caped figures, about a half dozen, but I couldn't be sure because they had fallen and had been torn apart. They were already being dragged away by the red ants. I thought these other caped figures must have taken a stand near the top of the mound, but they had been overcome by the sheer numbers of the red ants streaming from the mound. The lone survivor was at the base of the mound, standing in front of something that looked like a hockey puck, although it faintly glowed a purplish color. I saw the puck had an entrance, a small doorway high up on the side of the puck, from which descended a ramp. I wondered why the teeny alien didn't turn and run. It had time to escape, but that's when I saw it, the figure further up the hill, the mound I mean, running, bent over, 2 of its 6 legs bent all wrong, trying to get home. While we watched, the red ants caught up to it, cut it to pieces with their pincers. Seeing this, the lone figure at the base of the hill cast aside its lantern and raised its head skyward, where we were looking down, although I think we were too vast above it to make sense as anything but scenery. Its mouth was shaped in an O, and I knew it was crying out. Finally, the caped figure ran for the puck, but it was too late. It had howled its grief for too long. The red ants were on it, and then they were inside the puck too. The puck seemed to jitter on the ground. I heard a very high, whining sound. Almost too late, I realized the danger my daughter and the boy were in. I yelled, "Run!" and pulled them away. The puck exploded. We were far enough away to avoid any harm. Or anyway, the explosion was not much more than a firecracker would have made. That was earlier today. My daughter and I are now safe and secure at home. The boy, he said his name was Montgomery, went his own way home. Right now, I'm wondering about the aliens. Did they come in peace? Will they come again? Ant biomass on Earth is estimated to be something like 8 to 10 times as much as human biomass. What if alien ant biomass corresponds? What will we do if they return in force?